Hello, this is Dr. Rahman. I integrate spirituality and positive psychology to create unique approaches to wellness for you. Today, I would like to read to you from one of my newest books, The Early Morning Princess. It's a wonderful story, and it will help to motivate many people to wake up and to meditate. This fairy tale is perfect for young and older people, so I think you'll really enjoy it. So sit back and relax and listen to the story, which you can purchase on Amazon or from me if you would like to hear it in its entirety. The Early Morning Princess by Rahman Beckwith Saidi. Copyright 2018. Introduction. Many fairy tales have some magical truths to them. This story, which is meant to be instructional and entertaining for both young and old, is based on my actual experiences with morning meditation. It is an allegory, illustrating how we can claim our divine nature. A spiritual teacher named Baba Mahayadeen began training me at birth. He encouraged everyone to wake up to pray and meditate at 4 o'clock in the morning. There were periods in my life when I could not accomplish this task, but I recently made an effort to make my life schedule accommodate this early morning practice. Just as in the story, friends and family were integral support systems for me in this process. I encourage you to find a method that you can use for waking up to start your day by connecting to the divine. I see a genuine difference in my demeanor, qualities, and life experiences when I wake up to do a spiritual practice in the early morning. To illustrate this point further, let me tell you about the Early Morning Princess. Chapter 1. The Sleeping Curse. Once upon a time, there was a princess who lived in a great kingdom. Everything in the kingdom was amazingly beautiful, and everything in the life of the princess was perfect, or almost perfect. There was one problem. The princess had been cursed at birth, as many of the most popular princesses are. This curse was an unusual one. The princess was cursed to be very sleepy in the mornings. Now this problem does not seem to be a formidable one, but it truly led to disaster. You see, if the princess did not wake up to meditate at 4 a.m., then by the time the sun rose, she would find herself in a distant part of the kingdom, disguised as a peasant. No one would be able to find her, no matter how hard he or she looked. On days like this, the princess would wander through the land looking for some sign that she could recognize, but would find little to guide her. At the ends of such days, she would fall asleep in some abandoned field somewhere. During the night, the princess would be magically transported to her own bed, much to the relief of her family. The next morning, the princess would have the opportunity to wake up at 4 a.m. again. If her alarm clock and parents and servants and the palace guards failed to keep her awake, then the same situation would repeat the following day. Thus, she was given the name the Early Morning Princess in order to remind everyone of the importance of her early rising. Now, on the days when the princess succeeded in waking up to meditate at 4 a.m., she was the most exceedingly beautiful young woman that anyone had ever seen in the kingdom. She reflected the most beautiful characteristics and the features and qualities of her father, the king, and her mother, the queen. She was kind-natured, and her inner beauty even excelled her outer beauty. Her fairness and good conduct were exceptional. Everyone in the castle and in the kingdom felt the radiance of her grace when she woke up early and was in this state. Chapter 2. The Royal Decree. The royal family had been keeping this curse a secret, but eventually they became so desperate to find a way to help the princess to wake up that they sent out a decree. The king said that anyone who could help the princess to wake up would gain royal status in the kingdom. So, if you want to know what happens or how this princess's dilemma is resolved, you can buy the book on the link below, and it comes in audiobook format with me reading it, or paperback, or, oh, I'm sorry, not paperback, just ebook at this time. However, let me know if you want paperback. And you can buy the audiobook or ebook directly from me, or you can look for it on Amazon. And I have many other books if you like stories. I Am Rumi Where's My Shams is another great storybook, as well as various spiritual poetry books and positive thinking books. So thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!